Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd share with you what a typical evening looks like for us. So I'm just going to make Ayla a quick snack before we head on out. We're going to take Maverick on his last walk of the day. It was October half term, so Ayla was off this week and it was a really windy day, as you can see. The leaves on this tree were just blowing all over the place, and we did also spot a few squirrels by this field whilst we were out and about on our travels. Our evening typically starts around 4:30 when I start to make our tea. So tonight we are going to have some chicken breast, which I've cut off the pieces that I didn't want, and I added a little bit of oil to this and give it a mix, and then I added on this extra tasty chicken seasoning. So I did actually end up adding a little bit too much of this seasoning mix to the chicken. It did turn out okay in the end, but you live and learn. There was a little bit too much on here. I'm not sure if I've actually tried this particular one before, but the flavour was really nice and I'll definitely be getting it again. With the chicken, we are having some chorizo mac and cheese. I just picked this up because I thought it would be something a little bit different to just regular mac and cheese. They went quite well together and it actually tasted quite nice. This is how it looked once it was finished. This plate's mine and the other one is Ayla's. So tonight was bath night for Ayla. We usually start this around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I don't try and start any later than that because we get too close to bedtime, and Ayla loves to be in the bath for ages. Like, the water will literally be going cold and she wants to stay in. I do try and keep Ayla's routine pretty much the same regardless if she is at school or not. I find it works best for us when we have that routine and we're sticking to it, especially at bedtime. Ayla does struggle to settle on a night, so having the routine and a consistent bedtime seems to work best for us. Once we're out the bath, Ayla usually just sits with her tablet whilst I'm sorting her hair out. I'm just going to brush through and then add in some leave-in conditioner that's also got an anti-frizz to it. She has got curly hair and it can be quite tangly and frizzy, so adding something like this in definitely helps, especially in the morning when we're brushing through. It just saves a lot of pulling and tugging. Give it a quick scrunch before drying. We don't dry the hair till it is bone dry. I dry it till I'd say it was maybe 80% dry, just because I don't like to put too much heat on her hair as it doesn't help with the frizziness of it all. And I really do need to get one of those diffusers that I've seen. They're supposed to be a lot better for curly hair than just a regular hairdryer. This is the book that we're going to read tonight. It is one Ayla got for her birthday and it's called Vlad the Fabulous Vampire, and it's actually a really cute story. It's basically about being different and embracing things that are different, and there's nothing wrong with anything being different. As you can see by Ayla's face, she really did enjoy reading this book. By the time we finish reading the book, it is between 7 and 7:30. This is the time I aim for to get Ayla into bed for. Once we've finished our book, it is kiss and cuddles, a good night. I then turn off the big light. Ayla does sleep with a lamp and the fan on all year round. It's just something she prefers to do. And I then head off downstairs to get on with the jobs that are waiting for me. I do like to light my candles on a night, especially with these dark nights. I think it is just so cosy to have candles lit. This one is a new one I picked up because my regular one wasn't in stock, and I then get on with washing the dishes. I do try and wash up every evening, but just being realistic, I can't always be bothered to wash up every night. Sometimes I'm tired or I just want to relax. Sometimes you just have one of those days. But I do hate waking up and coming into the kitchen and just seeing them all waiting for me to be washed from the night before. I do try and get them done on a night just to save this issue on a morning. Once I'm finished in the kitchen, I then move on to the living room, which is usually a disaster zone, especially when Ayla is off school. This is where she does play for the majority of the time, so it does take the brunt of it all. I'm just going to give the sofa cushions a little fluff up because lately Ayla has been using them as a trampoline on the floor, and I've also changed the blanket on here. The other one needed a wash. And as you can see, Maverick loves getting in the way when I'm trying to tidy up, especially when it comes to the sofa or the bed. If I'm changing anything, he always seems to want to be on here. Does anyone else's dog do this? Then just do the same thing with the chair. I'm just going to give the throw a quick shake because there's usually crumbs on it from either Ayla or Maverick, and then I'm going to give it a quick squirt with this fabric freshener. This is where I keep the majority of Ayla's colouring books, so I'm just putting them away and also sorting through any rubbish, any leftover paper, and just put those into the bin and just give it a general clear up. So this little kitchen of Ayla's is a dumping ground. Everything ends up on here, other toys, paper, pens, wrappers, drinks, you name it, it gets dumped on here. So I'm just going through it and sorting it out to see what's for the bin and what belongs elsewhere. And then also just giving it a clean over just to wipe any marks off of it. Once I was finished downstairs, I then came upstairs to wash my hair. I recently got a purple mask just to try and tone down the brassy tones I have in my hair since bleaching it. And Maverick usually isn't in the bathroom with me, he's usually sat in my bedroom and just comes to check on me now and again, but we did have lots of fireworks going off and he doesn't like them, so I think he just came in for that little bit of comfort, so he wasn't on his own. Shampoo that I'm using is a Lee Stafford purple shampoo. I think it came with a blue conditioner, and I'm just going to wash my hair twice just to make sure it is clean. I do leave this on for a few minutes in between rinsing it off. This mask is by the brand Provoke. I did pick this up out of B&M I think last week, and I'm just going to put this through my hair, making sure there is a good coverage throughout. All I'm going to do now is leave this in my hair. I'm not 100% sure how long it could be, an hour, it could be 2, but I would aim for at least 30 minutes. So I'm going to go sit in my bedroom and borrow Ayla's tablet, just put something on in the background and get on with a few things. Like here I am just doing my Christmas list. I'm ticking things off that I've got for people and also adding in things that I've seen that I would like to get. And that is basically the end of the night, apart from washing my hair and brushing my teeth and going to bed. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.